everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Kristi. Been a while since I've made a video, so I'm a little out of sorts here. Let's see if I can get this together. I have a couple things I wanted to show you before we get started. We're going to do Roxy's weekly challenge, but I had a few things I wanted to show you. These I got, and let's see, they measure 8.5, almost, well, about 9 by 3.5. These are hot dog bags. Okay, so we had a deal at church, and I asked if I could use some of these, and I'm going to be putting these in my tattered and torn journals that I'm using. But these are so fun. These are like the perfect size. So if you're looking for some bags, they're blank, so I can coffee dye them. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do, because I have a whole stack of stuff behind me to coffee dye for my tattered and torn journals. I decided to make 6 so I can give away 1 to each table, but yeah, so I'm making actually 7 because one of them is going to be made on the spot. So the other thing I wanted to show you, this, and I will leave a link for this below. I had seen people using these little corner rounders. They seem real. I haven't tried them yet. We'll try them today. But this one has like a little scalloped edge. This one has a different kind of scallop. This one has like a ticket punch. This is more for tags with the little angles. And then this one I really didn't need. It's corner rounder. This one is like let's see, 10 millimeter. 4 millimeter, 7 millimeter. But when I went to buy this one, it was $7.99, and this one I believe was $7.99. I don't really need this one, but for $13.99 I got all 3. So I thought that was fun. So I will leave the link below to this one, and we'll use these today and see. I think they're easy on the thumb. They look to be. I don't know. We'll see. And then the other day I was with my son. I don't remember what it was we had. Oh, he had gone to the dentist, and I was taking him to lunch, but we went to Goodwill, and I haven't been to Goodwill in quite some time, and Goodwill has tripled their prices. So where I used to get a shirt or I used to get shirts in kid sizes, adult sizes, whatever, for a couple of bucks. They're now $6.97, $5.97, and so I didn't look at the prices before I looked at the shelves, and I came across a pink robe, and that's what this was. It was a pink cotton robe, no tie, just the robe. And it had this beautiful lace. Look at this lace with the roses. Guys, I had to have it. And I'm thinking it's going to be a couple bucks. Well, I got to the checkout and it was $5.97. And I looked all over that thing for the price. And of course, he knew where it was, the checker. So he pulled it. He's like, oh, it's $5.97. Yeah, we changed all our prices. So I paid $5.97, but I got 2 pieces this size. So what is that, like 17 inches? So I got 2 17-inch pieces, and then this was the piece that went around, and this is probably looks like 44 plus another 12, so 60. So a good amount. I'm not in the math mood this morning, but yeah, a good piece there. And then of course all the fabric. I did not harvest every piece of cotton. It did say 100% cotton. It's very thin, like a soft old bed sheet, but I thought, you know, I can do anything with this. I cut out pieces that were slightly bigger than a page, 8.5 by 11, and so that's what I did with that, if I could. I just harvested the squares. I didn't try to take apart all the sleeves and everything, but I did take every bit of lace off of that. But isn't that fun? So was it a good find? This would probably be, if I looked for this kind of lace, about $10 a yard. But you know, to me, once I saw it, I had to have it, and you know how that goes. So I'm going to put that up here with my lace. I hope to use that soon. And the only other thing that I purchased recently, I've been trying to stay out of Hobby Lobby. I go in there specifically for yarn. Sorry, I have to take my coffee. Since I finished my mosaic crochet blanket, I'm on my third shawl that I've done. I made one for me, one for my sister-in-law for our cruise, different colors but the same pattern, and then my daughter saw it and so she wanted one, so we went to Hobby Lobby and I let her pick out the yarn. So I'm almost finished with hers, and then I need a new project. So if any of you are crocheters and you have a fabulous project on YouTube that I can go to, I was thinking about doing the crochet along of some sort, but I don't really want to make another blanket because I've got so many blankets. I don't really want to make another shawl. So yeah, I'm thinking, what do I want to crochet? But I need to keep my hands busy. I'm thinking about maybe doing a quilt, but I can't take the quilt everywhere with me like I can the crochet. So anyway, let's get back to the main point of this video, which is Roxy's weekly challenge. This is kind of an insert, if you'd like. It's a good way to use up scraps. I'm going to be using up scraps. All of this whole stack came out of my scrap baskets. I have 3 baskets. Kind of modified it because one of them was getting over stacked where I could not stack the 3 together. I have 3 baskets that are exactly the same. The first one I have half to full sheets. The second one is anything smaller, including small scraps. Now I don't keep 1x1s. I keep something I can use. To me, there's no point in keeping little pieces. They just kind of pile up and multiply. And then I changed, because I did have 3 sizes, but I changed to where my third basket is ephemera, because I have a lot of these ephemera pages where I've harvested like this. Let me turn this over so you can see. I've harvested 2 words from it and haven't used the rest. Same thing here. Did the same thing. I used 1 word. I haven't used the rest. So what I'd like to start doing during TV time, which right now is Discovery, because this week is the new season 5 premiere. So I'm trying to catch up, rewatching. We thought it was in May, so we just were taking our time watching it. Now I've got 2 seasons still to go. So anyway, TV time. I'd like to start cutting out all the pieces of ephemera that I haven't used. So Pink Monarch Prints has tons of ephemera with their kits, and so that's what I'll be doing with that. But anyway, today we're going to use these, and I'm going to make 3. So I've got these pages because they all had printing on the back side. There may be something wrong with the front, I'm not sure, and they may just be pieces that I didn't use, so I'm not sure. Guys, I went and bought another printer because you know my printer woes. I'm sorry, I'm drinking my coffee and I'm getting a little scratchy throat. I think it's just allergies, but anyway, I haven't been able to print for 2 weeks because I was printing out a kit, and I printed and I ran out of ink after like 40 double-sided pages. So I put the last ink cartridge in, and I called them, and they said, oh, no problem, we'll send you. So they send me 2 inks, but it takes almost 2 weeks because it ships from like Ohio or something. And so they really need to have more than one place to ship ink. Just my opinion. I'm cutting these in half, at 5.5. Now, Rachel used Bookpage for this, but I don't have a lot of variety of Bookpage. I have a children's dictionary, a couple of hymn books, and my Henry David Thoreau, is that who it is? And I have my my little glue book, because I got rid of a lot of these when I first started, and I just took the covers off and threw away. Well, I didn't throw them away, but I recycled them. But this one's full of holes, so I don't want to use those book pages. So I'm going to use this in place of the big book page. And then we're going to use this. Anyway, back to my printer. So I just wanted to tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going to cut these postcards. So not being able to use the ink for 2 weeks. Now, I mean, the printer works. My husband and my daughter have been printing music for Sunday and whatever. But it prints the black, which is one thing that I'm grateful for, because a lot of printers now, if you're out of one color, it just totally shuts the whole thing down. But I had put a printer, the one that I had previously, it's a 8013E HP. It has the pigment ink, which also, and I don't know if this has anything to do with why the ink doesn't run, but it has a thermo inkjet printing technology. Thermo meaning heat. So is that heat setting the ink? Is that why it doesn't run? Something to think about. I know I talked about printers not too long ago. Anyway, so it has the 4 separate ink cartridges. It says you can print up to 80,000 a month. This is a workhorse. So it's the printer I had, a couple printers back. It has the document feeder, like 5-in-1 thing, whatever. I only use one thing printing. But it can hold more paper. It has the individual ink cartridges, so I can keep the yellow ink coming, because it's yellow that I run out of consistently. So anyway, I'm going to fold all 3 of these over. No, let's see. I want this to come this way. So since they're sending me ink, I figured I will get that ink, print out as much as I can, because that ink is going to run out in 2 days, and then I will install the new printer, and we'll go from there. I'm going to leave these tall, guys. I think it'll be fun. Well, they're 8.5. Let's cut them down. Let's cut them down to 8, because if they're in a pocket, I mean, I don't mind if they kind of stick out, but I don't necessarily want them sticking out 2 inches off the top. In fact, I'll go ahead and cut them down to 7.5. Let's do that. So I'm doing the fold at the top, because it seems to work better that way. And then I'll have a 1-inch piece left over to work with, which I'm more likely to use than a 1/2-inch strip. So cutting these down, they were 5.5 wide to now 7.5 tall. And I just kind of eyeballed this fold. I did not measure it. It ends up being about 1 3/4. All right, here's my bone folder. I'm jibber jabbery today, guys. Sorry about that. I'm going to put this at the top because it looks like it goes there. And I think this goes this way. So we'll do one of them backwards. That always throws me for a loop. I don't know why I do stuff like that. Okay, so I've got these postcards. That one's blank. This one has lines. I know I want to use these too. So I think I'm going to put it like that, kind of like that way. And yeah, let's do this, and we'll do this, and I will keep this one for another day. All right, now then we have these. Actually, these postcards don't go here. Almost did what Gail said she did. She had attached the postcard to this piece, which it wouldn't matter. Okay, these are a little large, so I'm gonna just tear them down a little bit. I'm not gonna, whoa. I'm just gonna tear them down. Take about a 1/2 inch off the top and the bottom, because we are going to use these as a little wraparound piece. Thought my phone was ringing, but it's not. So let's come down here at the bottom, try to keep it somewhat level. Doesn't have to be perfect, but this is very delicate paper, very thin, almost like newsprint, to be honest. All right, and then we are going to, I like this edge, but it's probably not going to show if we put that postcard. Well, the postcard's not that big, so some of it will show. Yeah. All right, so let's put this around the front. And I'm just going to fold this over less than this one. All right, so we will take this and this one's going to have to go the other way. But look at all that yellow goodness in there. I think there were glue in these. We'll fold this one over and hope that that doesn't make it crack. Nope. Good. These are from 1890, I want to say. This book is really old. Really, really old. I got it off eBay. All right, and then we have the postcards. So, let's see. I want this to be, I think I'm going to score these right in half. Okay? I'm going to score them right in half, and that will help me fold these. So these are 2 3/4. So half of 2 is 1, and half of 3/4 is 3/8. You like how I do math? Whatever works, right? So 1 3/8. Did that one even go? This is why I always use that other scoreboard. I mean, the other, this score tool. 1 3/8. There we go. I think I did that one measurement wrong, but it won't matter. So then we are going to fold those. All right, and then the only thing that we have left is we need some little wraparound pieces. So let's see. I want this one here, and I want this one, I think, here. I think that's how I said. And then this one here. Okay. And the wraparound, I think, will work are these little strips. I'm hoping they'll work. Let's cut them out and see. Let's scoot that over. Try and all right. Actually, let's cut off the bottom. So I'm hoping these will fit around this whole piece, and yes, they should. Okay, we'll see. If not, we'll put a little, some kind of focal point or something in between. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to round these corners. Let's use the corner rounder. Let me get this stuff out of my way because it's going to fall on me. All right. Let's use the scallop. All right, and I want to do all 4 sides here, and then I'll ink it. Let's see. We want this. This is the part I was worried about, was being how do you do it on the side, because it's, oh yeah, that does work really well. So I guess if you do it to where you can see it, it's a little easier to do it upside down. All right, so there's that one. Let's do this one. Let's see about doing the other side. I do have some finger hand issues from time to time, so I probably should have cut off that little white line. But it's pretty sharp. Yeah, that's very sharp. Let's do that last one. Which one did I miss? The middle, the little tag punch. Oh yeah. Oh, that's going to be fun. We'll have to make some tags now. It's slicing through like butter, guys. For the price, this is excellent because I have been buying those expensive Hobby Lobby punches when they're on sale, and they do not cut like this. This is excellent. Delightful surprise. Nothing against Hobby Lobby. I love Hobby Lobby. I do not like their punches. Okay, so what else do we need for this? I was thinking if we get all of our components together at one time, then we can put them all together at once. So let me just get this back to where I have it, and then we'll divide up these. So I think this is the busiest, so we use that for that belly band, and that one there, and that one there. So now I need a couple of decorations. So this is, where's my scissors? This is a very eclectic project. Like I said, I'm using up stamps. So I am looking for some journal cards, and I think I'm just going to use the 3 on here. And then I'll use the 3 butterflies from the other page. So, get my bigger scissors. Cut a little straighter with these when I'm cutting big areas. So remember not to go all the way to the end because it will tear your paper. I'll show you when I get up here what I mean. If you cut all the way to the end, it tears that little last piece. Only a tiny bit, but it's enough to bug me. So, okay. I'm going to cut these about the same size. I'm just going to cut that straight off, just faster. And you can see I'm not cutting straight, but we will ink these. I'm going to use this for one of the journal cards, and then I'll use those other 2. There we go. So there's one. Do you need to cut off this little strip? All of these, I believe, are Pink Monarch prints. Okay. And this one. Yeah, so I haven't really made a video. I did the Rachel's Weekly Challenge, or the Roxy's Weekly Challenge, and Suzanne's Altered Index last week, but those were the only videos that I was able to make. Just been so much stuff going on, and we're on spring break, and yeah. All right, so I think I like this one here, and I think I like this one here, and then this one here. Nope, I want to switch these because I want that to show. And the flowers are on the left here, so that works out perfect. Okay, so what else do I need? I need a little butterfly. Okay, so I'm going to use these 3 butterflies, and I am going to definitely fast forward this. Okay, I'm going to see how much of this I can get put together very quickly, because not only did I run out of time, I had only a minute left, so I decided to start over, but my battery's on 1 bar, so let's see how much we can get done. We'll just do one at a time. And if my battery dies, I will come back and show you what we did. So I'm just inking those parts here. This is going to be for writing space. So I'm only going to ink one side of this because we're gluing it down. So this goes inside this. Writing space back here. Okay. This gets glued to this. I'm going to use my glue stick because you want this on here. Okay, and that will give us more writing space here if you want. No, I'm going to glue it down. I think it's okay. Go. And okay, so this attaches to this. It doesn't attach, it just sits in there. And then this with the writing space on the back tucks in here. And then this will wrap around the whole thing. So I'm gonna wrap it around, leaving just a smidge, you know, just kind of loosely. And look at that. Oh my gosh, couldn't have planned that better. I did forget to attach the focal point here. The butterfly goes here. There we go. Butterfly goes here. Okay. Alright, so we have that, and we have this. Now, I think this is only going to attach by a little smidge, so I'm going to have to use the Fabri-Tac to get a thin enough line, which is going to take a second. There we go. Just a little bit there. And down. Perfect. I'm just going to let that sit like that. So we have one down. These are just little pocket packets. That's what I'm going to call them, pocket packets. Okay, I do want to keep my finger on this for a second so it doesn't come off. Yeah, see, it's still kind of sliding there. I also don't want it to stick to the music paper. So maybe I will stick this in there. Okay, let's do the next one. So there, let me clean this up a little bit so you can see what we've got. Got all this glue everywhere. And when this one, the glue gets to the top, it wants to fall down. All right, so we've got 2 rights. And that did not glue together, so we're good. All right, there we go. Now I'll just make sure that I have them on screen where you can see them all. Let's see. I have a little more room than I used to since I cleaned off my desk. So there we go. You could put another focal point or something here if you wanted. Maybe something like that, and let's just do that. Freehand cutting this. Not great, but it'll work. Okay, like that. And then we'll put just a little bit straight down the middle, like that. And that'll be fun, right? Yeah, so I need to find a couple more pieces for there, and then we'll do that same thing. I've got this piece that could go there, and then I'm sure I have other pieces that can go on this one. So I thank you for watching. This is Roxy's weekly challenge number, I want to say 11, but it might be 12. Either way, it'll be in the title and the description box. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.